Hello and welcome back to Space Exploration and Krastorio 2. Today we have a couple of goals. One will be to get greenhouses up and running, and the other one is going to be finishing the wall. We have time. I want to automate the science together with the greenhouses. That would be really, really nice. That would benefit us so much. Can actually probably just add a couple of miners here. So I don't think this is enough. Like, it's almost enough. What if we do this then? Oh, it's gonna only be 400-ish. But let's do that. It's gonna craft us a couple more of those walls that we desperately need right now. 3 turrets maybe. I got another one of these. Okay. We do have enough ammo to just drag this across. That's not super convenient. What I'd like to do is that, probably. Let's just add these here. We can make a plan up here, though. And realistically, no, that's not great. Okay, this seems not walkable. So we can go with that. I'll just... I'm just too lazy to properly fix this. Let's just make a plan of this. It's more to enclose the space than to have the best defense possible, you know? We just really, really need to close it off. Yeah, at least that's gonna take some time. We can move this around in a bit to make sure that it works properly. We should have enough wood here to just keep going, really. Okay. And plan-wise, let's go up here and map this out if we can. So the wreckage is kind of here. I need to go down a bit to copy this. I don't have any radars. Okay. So I want to steal this here. So we do that. We just do that. We can start... Oop. Okay. I really need to If we have time after setting the research up, we are going to start looking at automating these basic things that we need to build a base. Because that's really the next step for scaling here. Okay, yeah, you're not gonna... that ain't happening, son. Let's do this, maybe. Can handcraft a bunch of belt. I forgot we kind of need to handcraft a bunch of these as well. The corner would have been looking a bit nicer if we did that instead. Oh yeah, we don't want to use underground here. That's way too expensive. Let's just set this up. There's something in the way here. Oh. That was a snapper. That's the tanky ones. Not a big fan. Right. Set this up. And that. So the wind turbines work really well for this specifically. Okay. I'm just gonna take a bunch of this as well. Let's do 15 red inserters. We'll do 3 turrets, but that's really not gonna be enough. Okay. And we have 5 walls. Okay, the greenhouse is about to be done. So let's take a look at what we need to actually make this and choose the next research. Electric lab would be... that would be a good research to do. Okay, so we can make wood out of water and sand. That's gonna make 40 wood in 60 seconds. And okay, so this is 4 times faster than this. But it's a longer kind of production queue. So we need glass, and I'm pretty sure we needed to take rock or stone and crush it to make that. So let's set that up here somewhere. The rest of the stuff we can actually get, except the wood. So we need wood. I need to go find more wood while we're handcrafting this. Lamps, probably a pretty good research because the nights here are fairly dark. I did say last time that it was the same, or the last time I would go out to fetch wood. But apparently I lied, because I didn't know we needed wood to create the greenhouse. Could have taken from the research, but that seems unnecessary, really. We have oil here. I didn't notice that on the map. Okay, we have enough wood to make at least one of these. Let's get rid of this. Let's do that. We don't have the crusher yet. But what we do have is enough materials to just keep adding a couple of turrets down here, I think. We're about to craft the turrets, so let's make sure this wall exists. I miss the mech suit from vanilla right now. So I don't have to worry about any like any walls and everything. I can just jump over that. That was so convenient. I really enjoyed the mech suit from vanilla. Although slightly disappointed that it removes the fear of dying from a train. But the convenience definitely outweighs the that thing. Okay. So most of the base is actually barely secure at this point. And evolution factor is not moving that fast, which is great. That might have been spicy if we had that on the vanilla Factorio setting. So we're about to get the crusher here. Just gonna load up on iron, really. We don't need to load up on copper right now. Question is, do we really need the turrets that are in here right now? Well, that's a good question. Okay, let's take the crusher. And you don't have any power, but we're gonna fix that. We will do this. I don't have an inserter, so I'll have to make one. Stone tablet. We can now make electronic circuits as well. Okay. And then we'll make another inserter. I think we smelt glass. Yes, we do smelt glass. I have some coal on me. So we'll just take this and put that right in there after we get the inserter. It's perfectly valid. Ooh, okay. You make this way faster than... 3 stone makes 7.5 sand. Oh, no, okay, yeah. So 1 stone makes 2 sand, okay. We'll just do this. And to make 1 greenhouse, we need 20 glass, okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm gonna take a chance here. This might be very stupid, but meanwhile, we're just doing this stuff. I'm gonna take these turrets and I'm gonna move them over here. We haven't really been attacked from the north. So I'm boldly assuming, maybe incorrectly and very stupidly, that the biters are not that aggroed in the north because the pollution isn't reaching them yet. And this might be my fuck around and find out moment. But I think the original crash site being here and we're settling to this side of it means that we maybe we're fine. But it's big maybe. It's big maybe. Okay, 32 glass. Perfect. Let's make double greenhouse. There's absolutely no way that I will bother with any sort of sand for the greenhouses at this point. That ain't happening. Can we move this a little bit, please? So that's about 1k. We can take that. We'll take... I have to think about where I want to place this. Here, maybe. Maybe like this. And there's a freaking coal there. But that would be fine. We can do that, and we can do that. We can't do that. On forge. But we can do this. Okay, we're just not gonna bother with that. We're just gonna go 3 again, really. And we go back to making walls. We're feeding these, feeding that. We will put this in this, and we'll just use a burner inserter because that's what we had here before. It's probably not consuming that much stuff anyway. Perfect. So we do have our greenhouses here. They are absolutely huge. One, two, three. Okay. Let's make some pipe, some of that. We're gonna have this go on a belt. We're gonna need to connect this because these can connect to each other, which is great for convenience. I really like that feature already. We need to make a couple more inserters. How much power do they take? 300 kilowatts. Okay. So far, power has been pretty chill. All right. This is starting to become a problem here. Whoops. Let's do more bricks. More bricks to the people. This is gonna pollute a little bit more than the others, but I definitely need to have a stockpile of bricks. So we're gonna have to sort that out later. Can probably just You know what? Whenever this has stopped, I think we just make bricks and put them in a chest here. Like so. Just make bricks until that coal is has run out. Okay. So we go back here. This conveniently we can place here, but also needs power, which makes sense. Let's grab power from here somewhere. You need that. You need that. Now this is gonna... Well, that's gonna take a while. But we basically have a very nice belt of wood here. And we can put that here somewhere. So we are now gonna have to think about where we want to put some of our initial production. And I need to make machines that require bricks. So I need to take these things. I'm just gonna keep making these. That's fine. We haven't loaded them up with science for a while. Okay. How did you actually split that? I don't think that split very well. That split way better, okay. Thank you. And I should also be crafting more turrets and stuff, though, but... So electric lab is kind of what I'm going for here. Where did we have electric lab? It's here. Let's get that out of the way. That's also a kind of thing. This needs not that much. Right, we need to feed these some coal and forge. Or some fuel, technically. We could probably do that with the other thing instead. Okay. You are mega full. Okay. Whatever, it can stay in my inventory for now. Right, okay. I'm just gonna take all this iron that's up here. It's also time to start thinking about making a slightly more permanent smelting area. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. A couple of these. Okay, 15 walls. I mean, we're slowly getting walls, but it's such a long process. Okay. So, first thing that we actually need is gonna be these basic tech cards. I think the plan is going to be, we'll put this here. Let's take this, and this needs 5 copper wire, 0.12. That's not a lot. Okay, so we can feed a bunch of these with this one machine. So I think this is actually what we do. And then basic tech card. And then we'll put this out here. We're gonna put this out there. We're gonna put this into the machine, and wood will be coming in here with a splitter and just going in there. Okay, science area. I think initial science area, I'm just gonna make this here. So we're not gonna have that much. But we can do, like, let's do 2 of these. Like so. Electric lab. 2. Let's start with 2. These have a research speed of 1, so it's the same. So let's do 4. Okay. And then we need to make the other tech card, which is going to be the complicated part here. Let's say we wanted 2 of these maybe. It needs an automation core and a blank tech card. Which, like, it doesn't need a lot. This makes way more automation cores than we need. So we would have to just do this somewhere with something. Right. I really need the belt at this point. It's too annoying to not have the belt. Single cylinder engine. Just this. And then this. Okay. Unfortunately, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna need some belt as well, but man, I should have automated this a while back, not gonna lie. That would have been really helpful. Okay, I think we take this away now. I think we take this away. Boop, 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 boom. Let's see. That's kind of what we want to do, right? And then we need a chest with belts. Let's do 500 belts. Let's also feed these machines. That would be helpful. You're gonna need... Okay, you're gonna not be able to produce 2 belts per second because this is not gonna keep up. But this ain't gonna keep up anyway, apparently. So let's do 200, 200 then. Or 300. 300 seems fairly reasonable. We'll put that in there. We can just go and get that. That's gonna reduce the handcrafting time that we need here. Let's just keep adding the walls here. Okay. Unfortunately, there's some stuff in the way. Perfect. I did bring a decent amount of wall now. Did I bring... I did bring... Did bring me long inserters as well. So that's going well. This needs to go here. Just up here. Couple turrets. The inserters. And then we have the ammo, which I don't have the belt for. Let's make a couple of underground and stuff. Oh, nice. I just got 100 belt from that passively being there. That feels nice. That feels very, very nice. Okay, let's take a look here. This goes here. This goes in here. We can automate science today in a decent way. I'm gonna be pretty happy about that. So we'll drag power down here. That's fine. So the basic tech card, or the blank tech card, sorry. This also, we can make a couple of these in the same way we make this. So we could make a copper wire thing here. And we are gonna need to make a couple more of these, but we don't have any more bricks. That's unfortunate. Yeah, stop doing that, and we can just handcraft these directly when we have the thing. Okay. Please get some coal. We'll get some wall. Get the bricks. And I don't have enough iron for this. Okay. Perfect. So if we do blank tech card here, we can probably do... We could do up to 4 here, but I don't think we're gonna do that. We can do... There's no point in doing 2, but we could just make a ghost out of that. That's fine. And then on the other side, we're going to have the automation core. And you're going to need 1 gear wheel per second. I don't know how much this makes. That's 2 per second. And that's 1 per second. Okay. So the build could be something like this. Actually. Because this is 2 and this then would feed both of these, right? And that goes in there. This goes down here. And then we put that into these machines, of which I need more inserters. And iron, we don't have a lot of iron anymore. It's because I keep taking in this thing. Then we do get to that point. So what I think we're gonna do now is gonna start disassembling this. Okay. We're not gonna touch the ammo. We're gonna take this. Gonna take that. So we have a bunch of other stuff now in our inventory, which we can recycle to other stuff, right? We have a couple of inserters, but realistically, I need a couple more. Okay. This needs to output here. And then we also need iron plates here. And we need copper plates up here, so... Speaking of which, copper plates don't need to go down there anymore. So what I'm gonna do is we're not gonna use the underground because that's way expensive right now. Let's grab in here. One, two, I think we'll just go here. Okay, that's down there. That's fine. We'll put that there. Let's keep building these. Oh, I'm actually out of copper for once. Let's keep adding that. I'm gonna leave that for now. But we need more. We need more smelting. Like right about now. Okay, so this comes out. This goes in. That goes in. And I need to find the research lab. Okay. I need a ton more of both copper and iron to craft 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'll have that. I think this is going to be the last research that doesn't use both of the cards anyway. Okay, this researching thing is going really slow. Right, this copper needs to go. Which is great, because I need copper in my inventory. There we go. We'll start from this side. We can get this out of the way. Gonna repair the shelter. I don't know why that was damaged, really. Take this. I know this area is way too small for us, but we'll just have to bear with it for now. At least this is gonna catch most of the biters coming in here. It's gonna be this area here. But should be fine for a while. Okay. You can make 0.67. Okay. So we can eat more than we can produce right now, I guess. So this is 15 science per minute. I think we're gonna go for like 60 to start with. Yeah, okay. No, so this is 4 and this is 15. So there's a big difference there. This is 8 and this is 15. So there's a while before we get in trouble with that. Okay, we have more inserters. This needs to be iron. I think iron will be just coming up here. We'll have a nice splitter going here. And that just goes in there. So iron. This. I'm gonna cheat a bit here. This is not good, but it is what it is. I'm gonna get copper there for the automation core. Now that should be working. We're also gonna get copper here. I need more belts. 1, 2, 3 maybe. One of these. So I don't know if this is gonna eat 15 wood per minute. And this should make 20, so that it should be fine. We'll do that. And this also needs iron. So iron needs to come up here somewhere. Needs to be here. So that needs to go there. That needs to go there. I need another splitter. This needs to be powered. Boom. I need to make this happen up here. So I really like this belt thing to keep working. Actually, you know what? We're just gonna divert this here. That's fine. Just removing this. We also need to make ammo from up there, because now I see that ammo is being a problem. And we can't really have that. So we're gonna make... Wait. That needs both of these and coal. I'll be definitely doing a cheeky here. Rifle magazine. Okay. That's good. Again. Doing a little bit of a cheeky here. We need another inserter. That's fine. Power that. Inserter. We need a couple more here. Let's make 10. That should be fine. What are we doing on power? Power is actually getting up there right now. Right. I'm so stupid. Holy shit. Okay. I forgot. I forgot about that. And that actually needs to work. Okay. We have enough copper coming in here now to... Well, no, we don't have enough copper coming in here at all. That ain't happening. So we're pretty much done with this type of setup. I really want to make sure that we have 60 of this per minute. That's going to be the next goal, but what we really need to do is look at smelting. Because we just don't have enough. Unfortunately, we really need to take a look at the defenses first. This needs to be sorted, really. So we're going to prioritize that. Okay, and we need more power poles. Okay, that's good. I kinda need to. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So how are we doing with the automation core? Yeah, this. Saying that this is a trickle is an insult. This is not even a trickle at this point. We need to look at a proper smelting area. I think we want to look at also making furnaces use this fuel instead of coal because it is more efficient. It's not much, but it's something. Oh, right. Actually, I have a bunch of tech cards. That we can use for this. Okay, let's take some more wall while we're at it. How's the power doing? No, we're not maxed out yet. I can't really connect that. The only resource that we have such an abundance of in here is copper. Okay, this needs more fuel. We have so much copper. I hope we have a huge demand for copper later, but we'll see, we'll see. Okay, let's sort this out. Sort this. Couple of turrets, the inserters, the walls. I didn't do this thing here. Unforge. We definitely want this. Okay, other green research that we want. Or not green, I mean red research. Not a huge fan of shooting speed. It uses more ammo, but we're gonna spend the same amount of bullets anyway, and I'd rather take less damage. Speaking of damage, let's assess the wall situation here. We don't have radars, we're gonna have to walk around the base frequently here. But if we can kill the biters before they whack on the walls, that's definitely in our favor. We like that. The snappers down here seem to calm down quite a bit. Can fill in this thing just in case they would break through here so they can't surround it. But I think if they get that far, we have other problems to deal with. Okay. And we get these going. 3 turrets. 1, 2. Do we really need these? No, we don't. I'm gonna take these down. So I don't have the resources to spare right now to go around and make a ton of extra power poles. Doesn't seem like a useful use of our time and resources. Okay, This needs iron gear wheels, 5 electronic circuits, and 5 blank tech cards. And electronic circuits, we can either make it from wood, which is technically free, or we can make it from stone tablets, which we can make from what exactly? The hell is a stone tablet? It's a stone brick. Okay. Setting up a proper smelting area for stone is gonna be very, very important. Okay. The question is, do we think that we have more stone or more wood? I would say probably stone is the go-to thing here, and that's me guessing a little bit. We need a bunch more iron, so I'm gonna steal this. Gonna handcraft these. We removed the chest, but it's okay. Oh, we don't have copper. Okay. It's unfortunate. So can make another 3 there. So belt is not a huge issue anymore. That's definitely something to like. And we'll do that. Put the turrets in. I think we'll just put one more out. Should have enough resources to do this. Yes. 1, 2, 1, 2. Turrets are making, so let's do this. Remove that. Turret. No ammo. Okay, so I think the plan here will be... Okay, let's move over here. Copy. Yeah, copy this. There we go. Oh, this is gonna be annoying. Okay, this is gonna be really annoying. I think we'll do that. I think that's the thing that makes the most sense. Okay, there are meteorites in my base. I'd like to not have them there. I'll be honest. How much ammo are we producing? 1.5 per minute. No, 11. Okay, we're making a decent amount, apparently. It's kind of annoying that I can't see it, but yeah. Okay. Let's go over here and check it out. So this is making a decent amount, right? Yeah, I mean, it's a trickle. It's nothing major, but this will be filled up soon. And we're about to finally enclose the base. The same belt is also a trickle at this point. Okay. We're gonna have to take a look at power next time. For sure. Okay, so most of this area is actually covered now. I think I'm gonna make a stupid decision. Okay. So instead of adding this third one here, I'm just going to add this to have full coverage of the base. So we are now technically fully enclosed. And we have a wall. And we have automated some of the basics that we need. I would really like to automate a couple more of the basics, like inserters and everything, but to be completely honest, we just don't have enough smelting. So next time, we have to build a proper smelting area to take care of the resources that we have inside the base, and then we'll go from there. But this is going to be it for today's episode. We got a lot done with research and everything, and now this should be automated. We just need to look at smelting. If you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to my channel. And as always, thank you for watching and have a really, really nice day.